What I want to show you today is something completely not connected actually to the site, but it is something connected to logging into your site. And this combines CSS Hero, which has a great tool for actually styling your login page. And there are many ways that you can customize your login page for WordPress. This is just one. And that's the whole idea of this landing pages series, is that every time we do a landing page, maybe we'll look at different ways of doing the same thing. So really cool, I'm going to show you how to make your WordPress login page very different so that it's a little, well, more pleasant experience. I really don't care actually myself, but I like the look. You may have wondered in the past tutorials, how did I achieve my login page to look like this? Now, if you are the only person in charge of a page, doing this is a little bit waste of time. It's going to take you a little bit of time, and I'm not sure if it's worth it. But if you are like me and you like to have a nice welcome screen for your login page, or you just like to go that little bit of extra, then I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, this will be done with CSS Hero. There are actually many ways and many plugins that you can do this. I'm doing it with CSS Hero. I've gotten used to CSS Hero over time. If you don't know what CSS Hero is, it is a plugin that you put in WordPress that can adjust many things on your site. It can change the font, it can change the sizes. And these editors used to be very, very popular, but more and more page builders are replacing what they can do. Have a look at CSS Hero. There's a link in the description below. But I'm going to show you the integrated login page editor within CSS Hero. So currently, this is how the page looks. I'm going to log in. And CSS Hero is like any other plugin. You will find it as a plugin. So once you have it, you install it and you activate it. Now, what you do is that you will see over here, it says customize with CSS Hero. Let's go to our front end first. And then once it's loaded, you will see up here it says customize with CSS Hero. Click on that to activate and enable our CSS Hero. Over here you go to tools and you will see it says style login page. So if I click on that, it's going to give me the login page. I'll go to reset theme edits under tools, and this will undo all the hard work I've done. And I say OK, and there we get to our default page. Now in CSS Hero, you usually click on things and then from there on you begin working with it. And that's why you go over here to tools and you say style login page if you haven't yet done that. This will activate, oh, I just exited it. Let's go back, style login page. And now all you have to do as you move your cursor around, you will see various parts of this page is selected. So if I hover over here and I click on it, it's going to select my background. Okay, so we get to our login page. Go here to the bottom. You will see nothing happens, but once you click on it, this will activate the background of your login page. And you see here in the left-hand corner, we have again an editor with many things that you can do. There's a lot. There's absolutely a lot you can do, but what we're going to do is choose an image here. So you see image, I click on image, and there's actually Unsplash integration over here, but we'll go to our media. This will give you 6 images, and what I'll do then is click next and next again until I get to the image that we used for the header. If I click on that, you will see it will give me it like this. Of course, we don't want it to look like that. We go over here to background size and we go to the 4th one, which will stretch it. This one also will do the same. It depends on the ratio. This one will ensure that it stretches all over the page. And now you already have an image. That was very simple. To style the rest of these, as you move the cursor over them, you will see they are highlighted. And sometimes this can be a little bit tricky. Again, this is something we can talk about, maybe do a full tutorial on this on websites for beginners in the future. But for now, let's just try and do the simple stuff. The first one we want to do is change the WordPress logo. Click on it. And once you click on it, again, you see the sidebar over here correspond to what you have selected. We often use the word target. Now here you see the image and it's there. So all you need to do is click on it, go to your media. And now I'm going to go and find my logo. Click on that and then just click outside so we can see a little bit better. This is a little bit counterintuitive, but what we need to do is we need to create more space here for this container. I'm going to go to measures and then here width and height is currently fixed at 8484. That's why we get that square for the WordPress logo. I'm going to increase it. Let's put it at 150. I'm typing it in and then I'm going to tab to the next one and then type in 150 as well and just tap to get that to go in. And I think I need to put in pixels after it. Let's do that. Good. And now when I hover over it, you can see that the container has stretched, but our image is still small. Now we go back to background. So we click here back, go to background, and then over here, background size. I'm going to choose this one and it will give us that. You can try the others as well, stretch it, but because it's a one-to-one, it shouldn't make any difference. Hover over this container for the login box and I'm going to click on that. You see up here it says color. It's currently white. If I click on it, you will see here's the opacity slider and I'm going to drag that down to around here. Not totally, just a little bit. And now the background comes through very nicely. Let's go style the button. Click on the button. You see there the color pops up. Let's change it to this color. So I'm going to grab my color picker up here, hover over it, click and then Control-Command-C to get that code, close out. And then over here, I'm just going to paste it. And if the color doesn't change, you have to put a hash in front of it. And there you go. So you see we have a few more things here. We've got a border and some shading going on. So we say go back. Borders, same here. Highlight that with a hash, paste the code, and then we still have a shade that is happening over there. So we say go back. This is under extra, and here you see the box shadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click here on the X to remove the box shadow. Go back. We also go to typography because you can see we have something going on over there. And you will see here at the bottom, text shadow. It's also applied a little bit of shadow in there, which we don't want. Click on the X, and now we have styled the button. That looks pretty good. Let's try and put a red line around these boxes. I'm going to hover over it and then click on it. You see over here it says color. That's for the typography. We'll go to borders, and then over here you see the border settings over here. Highlight that, hash, and then the color that we had used. You see it appears, and we do the same for this. Wait until you see it goes a little bit bigger. This is for when it's not selected or activated. And then we go to the border color, and we do the same. I make this look very easy. And that's the only thing I want to warn you here. It isn't as easy always as it looks. Sometimes you think you know what you're doing and you click on something and it doesn't work. Don't let that get you down. Keep on pushing and in the end you will get there. So now we've got that. So if I were to go back to the front end and I will click on it, it will be red. Currently it is selected like that, so we cannot see it very clearly. So here at the bottom we say save and publish. Okay, and then over here, you can say style login page. We're going to exit this, go just back into our normal editor. And then we are done. And when you are done, you go up here to the top right-hand corner and say quit. The more you work with CSS Hero, the better you will get at this. But if you like the flexibility and control that CSS Hero offers, make sure to check it out with the link in the description below. Let's log out. And there you see, we styled it very nicely. And log in again. The word is done.